Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It is Mike's Talks and Thoughts here. And today I'm going to be talking about the Dexter New Blood finale. Now I know that this finale was horribly received by so many people, and it's really sad to see how this ending, it's on IMDb, it's already at the same score as the finale from season 8. So people are even hating on this the same as season 8. It was supposed to fix what happened in season 8, and it just didn't for a lot of people. But for me, I'm going to be kind of defending it here. I didn't absolutely love this finale, but I don't think it's as bad as people are saying it is. I would rank it like a 6.5 out of 10. And I'm going to give you guys some reasons on why the finale isn't as bad as people are making it out to be. Now, there has been a lot of concerns about, like, a lot of stuff, like how Angela was able to find him so quickly, but couldn't find Kurt for 25 years. How Dexter ends up killing Logan in the final episode, and that doesn't match what he does in the whole confrontation with him and Harrison. I'm going to be diving into all of those, along with what happened with Batista as well. So yeah, I would give this finale, like I said, a 6.5 out of 10. I thought it was okay. I definitely feel like where they ended up was where they needed to be. I think that Dexter dying, I am totally cool with that. I loved his character, but it was time for him to die. And the way they did it, I feel like they could have executed it a little bit better, but I'm just going to give my thoughts here. So first thing that I've seen a lot of people complain about is how Angela, with 2 Google searches, was able to find Dexter but couldn't find Kurt for 25 years. Let me explain this to you guys on why I'm defending this. Because Angela is Dexter's girlfriend. She's exclusively close to Dexter. That's how she is able to kind of figure this out, and not Kurt. The reason why she's not able to find Kurt is because she's not that close with Kurt. If she was, best friends with Kurt and her and Kurt did everything together, then she would eventually have figured it out about the missing girls with Kurt. But that's not the case. She's close with Dexter. She knows stuff about Dexter that no one else would know about. And that's why she gets suspicious when, she goes and sees Batista in episode 5 and talks about this guy named Dexter Morgan. And then she finds out that everything that he told her was based on a lie. And of course, you're going to be suspicious of that person. And then when you see similar murders showing up, you're going to get your senses and you're going to wonder what's going on. And for people who keep saying that this website with the ketamine was popping up, if you listen to the podcast, the Wrap Up podcast, they said that this website, it was only supposed to be like a user site. It wasn't supposed to be anything official or put out by any credible source. It was just a theory page. So that's something that actually could not hold up in court if they were to use that evidence in court, because of the uncredibility of that website. But it wasn't like, she just typed in ketamine and it came up. It was just a theory. I have no problem with Angela able to find this out. She's close with Dexter, and that's how she's able to find him. Now, the next thing that I know a lot of people were complaining about with this finale was how it should have been Angel that locked up Dexter. And of course, the Logan, which I'm going to include in this. Now, I would have loved to seen Batista be the one, confront him about this. But what's rule number 1 of the code? What is rule number 1? Don't get caught. So let's tie back in here with Logan. And Dexter is sitting with Angela at in the room, and she tells him that Batista's on his way. That was the point when Dexter knew it was over for him. He knew he couldn't get out of this at this point. Maybe the evidence in court wouldn't hold up, but if you're going to court and they're going to hear the evidence of someone who left his son and changed his name for 10 years, are they going to believe that person, or are they going to believe the testimony of a 25-year veteran cop who's the captain of a police department and every evidence that he has? They're going to lean with Batista. So he started thinking in his mind that he's going to end up getting caught. So of course, his plan is to go out and get to Harrison. And what's the only way to do that? By getting the keys off of Logan. So his rule number 1 is do not get caught. And yeah, people were complaining about how, he doesn't kill innocent people. Look at the previous show. I know he didn't indirectly, I know he didn't directly kill him, but LaGuerta, another one. If Deb didn't come in, he would have killed her. She was an innocent person who was getting on to him getting caught. Dokes, I know, again, he didn't indirectly cause that, but he locked him up in a cell, which of course then Lila ended up blowing up. And yeah, just like that. So, rule number 1 of the code, it goes beyond all the other codes. Do not get caught. So that is why he was killing Logan. That's why he had to kill Logan. And that's why I don't get why people are so mad that it doesn't follow his code. Yes, it does follow his code. His first rule is don't get caught. If he was going to be in that cell and Batista were to see him, he was going to get caught. So he got away. And then that's the other thing with Batista is that you really think a confrontation between Batista and Dexter, out of all the situations that Dexter's gone out of, I'm pretty sure he would have been able to get out of that and kill Batista. That's why I kind of see why they didn't go that route with Batista. Because I could see Batista being up there and confronting him, and Dexter somehow getting out of it and escaping and end up killing Batista because the first rule, do not get caught. And Batista would have been in that way of getting caught. Now let's talk about Harrison and Dexter and the kill. Now, of course, at this point, Harrison does know the code. And in his mind, he's thinking he's killing all these innocent people. And you find that out in the confrontation. How, Dexter wants to flee to LA, and Harrison is like, is that Coach Logan's blood? And I do agree with a lot of people, though, that Dexter should have just made up a lie and said that, he knocked him out in a fight. He wasn't really dead. He just got some blood on him. But instead, he tells him the truth that he killed him. And Harrison, of course, he sees that as a violation against the code. So, in his mind, he's thinking, he needs to be done. He needs to be killed because he's someone who's killing these innocent people, which goes against his code. So Harrison sees that and he takes his opportunity, and then Dexter finally realizes that, this is the only way for him because it's just never going to happen. He's never going to fully have, him and his son are never going to fully bond after this incident. And, him going alone, and Harrison just not allowing that, it just, for me, I can see why they did that. I can see why they did it that way. But for alternate scenarios, I would have loved to seen, Harrison taking him back to the station and him getting charged with the Bay Harbor Butcher. But like I said before, Dexter gets out of every situation. This was the only way. Who's the one person on the entire universe that Dexter would refuse to kill? His own son. And that's why the confrontation from him and his son ends in that way. Because he's the only one that he would refuse to kill in order to save his kid. And then in the final message, you see, his monologue to Hannah's letter that he gave to Hannah for Harrison. And it's just so heartwarming, and you really feel for that. But I will agree, though, that this finale was completely rushed. They could have definitely done this over 2 or 3 episodes instead of, 1 episode. And I feel like the pacing from the show at the first 4 episodes was really, really slow. And then the pacing from the last 3 was really fast. So I wish, too, that they would have fixed that pacing issue. Have the first 4 episodes go faster while dragging out more of the later seasons where they need to talk about it more and wrap it up better. But yeah, of course, the ketamine and M99 plot hole is going to be big. But I can forgive that just, as a mix-up. But like I said, I didn't absolutely love how this ended. But I understand what they were going for. Because, like I said, let me recap here how, Angela knows about Dexter and is able to find all this stuff out because she's so close to him and knows about this lie that no one else in the town knows about at this time except for Harrison, of course. And then defending him killing Logan because he had to kill Logan because he was going to end up getting caught. And that's the first rule of the code is do not get caught. He's done this before where he has to get out of this situation where he doesn't want to kill these cops, but he has to. And then Harrison sees that and remembers in the code that he was the one who had to end it for Dexter. And Dexter accepts that, and that's how it ends. And another thing that I know is a big problem, and I agree with it, how Harrison takes his dad's truck out. I definitely agree that that was not smart because, you know, she's trying to get him to flee, and everyone knows that's Dexter's truck in the town. But yeah, I definitely agree that this finale, you know, could have been a lot better. But these are my defending. This is me defending the finale, and hopefully you guys can, you know, accept some of this finale, and hopefully, you know, this, maybe as it goes on further and further and you start thinking more about how the direction of the writers was going to go, it would get better. I just wish it would have been a little bit better. But overall, it doesn't deteriorate too much for me on the series. I definitely prefer this finale to the original finale. I just feel like it's more conclusive, even though it might not have been the right decision. At least they went for something and actually didn't leave it open-ended. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace out.